Hey, that's more like it. What's good, everybody? Welcome to Photo Noob Productions. I'm your host, Jackson Indongo, and in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the A7R2. I just picked it up 4 days ago, and I'm in love with this thing. I recently upgraded from the Sony A7, and there's just so many features I'm getting here that I got on my Sony A7. So without further ado, let's get into some of the things I like and some of the drawbacks of this camera. But I don't mind the drawbacks because I can work my way around them. First thing, 42 megapixels. I'm a photographer. This is what my Sony A7, this is a picture quality that my Sony A7 produced for me, right? So right off the bat, I haven't tested the photography in this yet, but I'm getting 42 megapixels and I know it's gonna be best. That's twice the amount of megapixels, and I know my pictures are gonna come out amazing. So I'm not really worried about that at all. Second thing you're getting with this, you're getting 4K. On my Sony A7, I didn't get that. However, the 4K is limited to 30 frames per second, but that's okay for me because I still never got 4K on my Sony A7. You can shoot at 60 frames at 1080p, and you can shoot at 720p, you shoot 120 frames. Now, that's also like a little bit of a drawback, right? For people who want to shoot at 4K, 120 frames. I wish it did have, however, that's just something for me that I can do post-production with After Effects, do some ramps and stuff, and I can still get to make it look like it's 120 frames. So if you're a good editor and you're good with your workflow, you can find your way around such small hiccups, right? Video, you're getting S-Log. I like that it has S-Log too. I didn't get that on my Sony A7. Now, S-Log 2 may not be the best, but I still have it, right? It helps a lot coming from my Sony A7. So as you saw in the video, this is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like on with Rec 709 color grading. Some of the drawbacks about this camera is that the battery drains super quick. So I would recommend to anyone getting this camera to get a camera grip where you can slot 2 extra batteries. You have to, otherwise you're gonna get frustrated just flipping in and out of batteries. I currently have 8 batteries for it, so that's a huge drawback, but again, you work your way around it, you get yourself a camera grip, and that sorts half the problem. Another thing that I don't like about this camera that I've already mentioned, like I said, the 4K capabilities are limited to 30 frames and not 120, and the 120 frame capabilities can only be shot at 720. That's something I already covered. The last thing is that it shoots 5 frames instead of 10. For me, don't care about that. So the last final drawback about this camera is it doesn't have the dual memory card like the new cameras. So if you're looking for a dual memory slot, this is not it. It's maybe I know the A7R3 has that, so you could upgrade. However, do I need a dual memory card slot? No, I don't, because that's just more money I'm spending. So buy this camera based on a couple of factors. Do you have the money for it? Is it within your budget? Because getting yourself a high-end camera without lens lighting is pointless, right? So it's more than just owning a high-end camera. Are you good at color grading? Do you understand how to shoot footage? You know, you can have all these things, but if you're not using them right, you might as well downgrade. So that's just something to keep in mind. I love this camera because, like I said, I came from the Sony A7. I could afford this camera, and I'm getting all the features that I just couldn't get on my Sony A7. I hope this was helpful to anyone who's wondering if the Sony R2 is still good in 2021. I think it's an amazing camera for 2021. Buy what you can afford, not what you can't afford. Okay, there's so many other things that you also have to buy other than the camera. So keep that in mind. Other than that, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram at Photo Noob Productions if you want to see more videos like this. Other than that, thank you for watching. Until next time, guys. Peace.